How is everybody today? I'm doing real good. Hope everybody out there is having a blessed day. I got a little bit lucky this week. As you can see, the Lord blessed us with about as a perfect day as you can get in November here in West Virginia. I'm out here at Cooper's Rock today, Cooper's Rock State Forest, and this could very well be the last chance that I get to show everybody this awesome overlook. Before I go out there, I thought I'd ride around just a minute, keep you in a little bit of suspense. Ride around just a few minutes on the road here and take a look at some of the colors. Down at our house, the leaves are actually starting to fall off. But Cooper's Rock here, we're up on a mountain, and I thought that the colors here would have browned out and started to fall, kind of like they are at our house. But man, it seems to be better here than it is down in Fairmont. Cooper's Rock is a little bit east of Morgantown, West Virginia, just off Interstate 68 that goes through the northern part of West Virginia, over through Maryland, and out toward Washington, D.C. So I took today off. This is a Wednesday morning. It's about I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and I decided to throw my bike in the back of the truck, and if the itch hit me while I was in Morgantown taking care of some business, I would just run on over here to Cooper's Rock and take a quick ride around. And boy, am I glad that I did. I mean, look at the yellow on these leaves. I mean, as bright as you can get. I think it's November 10th or so. I do have a light jacket on, but I've got shorts on. It's in the high 50s, which is kind of warm for this time of year here, at least this early in the morning before noon. So I think it's supposed to get close to 70 today, which is way out of normal. But yeah, I'm glad I came up. Lisa's working today, so sorry, honey, I'm out here by myself today. We talked about this before. We're going to have shorter days. It's going to be really hard for us to get out together during the daytime because, by the time we get off work and get home and get a little bit of dinner or something, it's almost dark, and at that point it's almost impossible to do any kind of filming with an action camera. My phone films really well in the dark, my iPhone, but the problem with that is the camera does not have stabilization in the phone, so you get a real bouncy video, which is you know, kind of hard to watch. So I don't want to put anybody through that. So this is, again, one of those rides that I'm going to take by myself. And it's not going to be real long. You know, less than a half an hour, I would imagine. But I just kind of wanted to ride through this road. Very little traffic. It just comes out off of the interstate to the park and just dead ends. So, you know, there's not a lot of traffic on this road. There's a nice little path, a little trail, walking / bicycle path that goes along this road that I thought about riding. It kind of goes through the woods, but you know, kind of all you'd see there would be trees, and it's real leafy. I don't know if it's damp or not, but for those of you that saw the last video that we did, we got into a place that had some really wet leaves, and it was real slick, real dangerous. We took a couple tumbles. So you know, with the road being traveled so lightly, I thought I'd go ahead and get out and just ride on the street. And looks like it's going to work out pretty well. Let's see. So I actually came in. Looks like the camping area is closed. It's one of the campgrounds. The trees look really nice going back out here to our right, but that goes out toward the interstate. There's a few pretty steep hills, and the trees come over the road. Looks really pretty, but I don't know if I want to spend the time going out that way. I want to come out here to this overlook that Cooper's Rock is famous for and give you a look out over the valley, which is a pretty awesome view. And normally, you're supposed to just walk out to it. I mean, I don't know. It's actually not far off of this road. I may just kind of push the bike over close to it. There's a little bridge that goes over onto a rock, similar to the rock that I was on in our last video. That rock was a little sketchy. This one has rails and things, so it's not quite so bad. But yeah, I just wanted to get a chance to get out, breathe in this nice fresh air. It's nice and warm today, so we may not be getting too many more of these now that it's November. You know, I've had a lot of questions from people commenting, you know, asking me, or just making a statement, you know, guessing that I probably won't be posting too much during the wintertime. But I hope that's not the case. I've replied to all the comments and let everybody know that, you know, as long as it's not dangerous, you know, if the roads aren't icy or too slick, I'm still going to try to get out as much as I can. I don't know if Lisa would want to, you know, risk getting out and having a wreck, you know, on paved road or something after having her surgery and everything, but I'm gonna try and get out at least once a week, once every 10 days, even if I've got to bundle up in my snow gear, my skiing gear, try to get a few miles in. Maybe we'll be able to see how good these electric bikes work in the snow. Got a car coming up behind me, so I'm going to pull off here and let them pass. Be kind of nice with it. hop back on. And all these parking areas that you see, they're different trails. That particular one back there is a climbing area. They have a lot of nice places to rappel up here, a lot of nice rock faces. People can rappel, do a little bit of rock climbing. I've never kind of been into that. I'm scared to death of heights. I don't even really like Ferris wheels. So I usually mess with those. I've walked out past through there and actually watched some folks do some climbing and rappelling, but looks pretty cool, but it's really not up my alley. There's a lot of stuff you can do out here: camping, hiking, biking. They've got a lot of mountain bike trails. I have a friend that has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of mountain biking stuff. His channel is EM Fresh, and he does a lot of downhilling, regular mountain biking. He's got an electric mountain bike that's pretty cool. You get into some money with those. He also does some repair videos, some upgrading of equipment. He does a lot of stuff on his, but he comes up here, every now and then, does some mountain biking videos on some of the rougher trails that I would not take this bike. But anyway, here we are. Pet spear alcohol. I'm looking for things that are prohibited. A bike is probably one of them, but I don't see a sign that says that. Nice little rock path. Got a lot of nice pavilions out through here. My company actually had a picnic out here one time. I'll show you the pavilions when we come back out here. Pretty nice, rustic. So pretty bumpy. Go ahead and park the bike here. Got some people walking over there. I'm gonna come out this one. And here we are. This is something else, folks. It's a little bit hazy today. But it's still pretty. You can kind of see the colors out through there. And right out there is the rock that you can walk out on. I'm going to try to maneuver over there. A little bit better view from that rock. Let's see what we can do. I'll just set it right here. I don't think those people there are going to jump on my bike and take off with it. So looking down, this bridge goes over this little crevice. Pretty steep. Here we are. Make sure that older gentleman doesn't jump on my bike and take off. I mean, there's very few people out here today. I've only seen about 4 or 5 people the whole time I've been out here. So, this is the view. That's looking back in toward Morgantown area. But, it's pretty wild. I believe this down here is the Cheat River. It goes down here and empties into the Cheat Lake. Let's look over this way a little bit. And then straight down over. Holy moly. Alright. This was it. The way the sun is, it's kind of looking at us in the face, so it's kind of tough to see. The mountains just going way out through there. It's pretty nice. Glad I could finally get you guys out here with me. It's just so quiet and serene out here when you're able to get out here during the week without a ton of people climbing all over you. Usually on the weekends, this place is just packed with people trying to get pictures and look out through there. So this rock is kind of slanted, so it's just a little weird to kind of walk out on, but anyway. So they've got this one place that you can just use a wheelchair right out onto that plateau there, out onto that deck. Look out over there. Nice paved up through here, but there's some guys walking, so I'll go back out the way I came in. Here are the pavilions I was talking about. There's one. Got nice big rock fireplaces in them. Maybe we can get to see this one better. I'm going to drop off the edge here. Oh, step. Anyway, real nice place out here. Nice place to spend the day. I mean, just look at these yellow leaves out through here. That's pretty wild. Trading post. Looks like it's open today. Yeah, man, that's just... There's just nothing like this time of year, folks. Especially when you have a warm day like this. You don't have to be freezing to death to be out here and see it. I'm actually about ready to take my coat off. It's so warm out here. Now I believe this road, if you keep going down here to the left, I believe it goes to some shelters and a campground. Yeah, rhododendron campground. And they've got it roped off. They must close this up for the season. That's really a shame, because this would be a great place to camp at this time of year. Really a shame. You know, I guess one thing about it, you know, this is a big hunting state, and deer hunting, I think bow season is going right now. So they may not want a lot of campers out around the woods, because I believe you can hunt out in this area. Yellow trees, man, it's pretty. Well, it looks like oak trees, I guess. Well, no, it looks like maple leaves. I guess it's some sort of maple tree. Those yellow trees. You know, I haven't talked about using the gearing and things on these bikes. You know, these bikes, this is Lectric 1.0. You know, they're not geared to go off-road a lot. They're kind of a cruising bike. You got the rack on the back. You can haul some stuff on it. You use these mechanical gears here, 1 through 7. When I'm going up a hill, I'll gear down. It allows me to pedal a lot easier and help the bike up hills. Kind of helps with your battery life. Whenever I get more on the flat ground, I'll hit my button and go up into a higher gear, you know, 5, 6, 7, up in there. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. You know what? Let's go back out through here one more time. Get up into 7th. I'm in pedal assist 4. I'm at about, my battery's at about 50 volts. You know, if I go super fast on this bike, you'll get a little bit of wind sound in the camera. I don't usually like to go more than 20 miles an hour or so. I'm gonna go out through here. There's a spot in the road that the trees kind of come over the road, and the leaves are all filled in real nice. Pretty cool view. Let me see if I can make it out to that. The speed limit out this road, I think, is about 25 or 30 miles an hour. So we won't be running into cars that are, you know, racing out through here for the most part. Okay, I'm going to put it in pedal assist 5. Now I do have this bike unlocked, and as long as I turn the pedals, I don't even have to keep up with the bike. As long as I just turn the pedals, if I'm on flat, I can get up to about 26 miles an hour or so. I'm starting to go uphill a little bit now. And then if I help it pedal a little bit on flat, I can get up to 28. I think I've touched 29 or 30 once or twice. But don't generally go that. I don't usually hit that speed. Only whenever I'm on a regular road, kind of like this, which is very rare. See, so there I hit 28 when I was helping it pedal. Going downhill now, so it doesn't really count. Just drifting. And there's a car coming behind me. So I do like to kind of get out of their way so they don't have to worry about following me out through here. Come down here and let them pass. And get back up on the road. There we go. Okay, this is kind of a steep hill. I've got it in pedal assist 5, but because of my weight, which is close to 300, I'm down around 10 miles an hour. This is a pretty steep part of the hill. I will gear down so I can help it as much as I can. Alright, it's starting to flatten out a little bit now. You can see the energy bars way down, and I'm showing 44 volts. But if I stop pedaling, you can see the volts climb back up instantly to 48.5. It'd probably go to 49 or 50 if I sat there for a minute. So it kind of shows you, if you want to know how many volts you've got left in your battery, really the only way you can get a fairly accurate reading of that is to stop and let it sit for a minute. My battery wasn't totally charged when I came out here. I think I was at about 52 volts or something. My battery, for whatever reason, only charges to about 54 volts. I think most people say 54.6 is full. Mine's never gotten there. Even the day that first day I charged it, I've never gotten it that high. Now Lisa's step through does. It gets up to 54.6. So, oh well. It doesn't make that much difference to me. I'm not going to worry about it. Just out here and enjoying it while I can. I'm riding a little bit faster than I usually do, just to kind of shorten this video up a bit. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go. I think this guardrail kind of signifies, yeah, this hill right here, which I wasn't looking forward to. There's a guy with a bike in the back of his vehicle. He looked like more of a hardcore mountain biker. I wanted to go out this road and see what it's all about. Let's see, it says, well, it doesn't say anything. I guess the sign's down. We didn't get to the sign. Let me see what this says. Entering Mon County, area closed at sunset. I'm not sure what this road goes to, so let me check it out. Might as well while I'm out here, right? I see a sign here that shows hikers and bicycle crossing. Boy, the trees, oh my goodness. Yellow is in full effect. Let's see. It's a roadside trail. And I almost have a half a notion to ride back on that roadside trail instead of the road. Advanced ski trail, so that's right, they do have a cross-country skiing. We've got a bunch of cross-country skiing trails here. The problem is I don't want to get to the point to where I'm climbing the whole way back. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. I'm at about 47.9 volts. And guys, remember, I'm a heavier than normal person. If you're lighter than me, you know, 100 pounds, 50 pounds lighter than me, you're going to be able to go a lot farther than what I can. I mean, just a small hill for me, if I'm using mostly motor, man, I can drop to 3/4 battery just going up a couple hundred yards of hill. Just because of my weight. You know, Lisa, on some of our past videos, we've gone up hills and I'm just flat out pedaling as hard as I can, as fast as I can. She just breezes up the hill right beside me. And she's a lot lighter than I am. So, you know, weight has a lot to do, maybe the most to do with your battery life. But that's one thing about an e-bike, you know, they're a heavy bike. You don't really want to get caught out too far away and your battery go dead, because they're so heavy. You You know, it'd be a chore to have to pedal them too far. You know what? I'm turning around. This road could go forever. And it's going downhill again, so I think I'll call that good enough for that road. And now we'll see if I can make it up out of here, because this hill we're getting ready to go up, and as soon as we get in this dip, is about the steepest one I'll have to go up, and it is pretty steep, and it's a little bit on the long side, but you know, we're out here taking in the views, the scenery. I love coming out in the middle of the week because there's just nobody around. You can kind of go at your own pace, even on a road. I don't have to worry too much about being in somebody's way or somebody being in your way. And now we're climbing up a little bit of a hill. It's kind of hard to tell. Even the ground is kind of angling up with the road, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you might be able to hear my motor straining just a little bit. I'm gonna gear down so I can help it a little. Now 42 volts is pretty much a dead battery. You're not gonna get much help when you get down into 42. Of course, I'm pedaling, so it's not really 42, but you know, if you stop and your battery's around 44, 43, you better hope you're somewhat close to home. I'm at 46 or 47. I'm getting ready to go down a hill. So, give me a chance to drift and see what my actual voltage is. We got this little bit of a downhill, but boy, these trees, something else. In about 2 weeks, it's just going to be sticks. And let me help it out some more. My right knee's got a little bit of a pain in it today. So this is the kind of day that an e-bike comes in handy going up hills, because I don't have to, you know, really work super hard, and it really saves my knee. You know what? I think I'm gonna run down there and take a peek, actually. Okay, Henry Clay Iron Furnace. Alright, I'm not exactly sure what that is, so I guess it's a good thing I turned around. Alright, we gotta go start up a big old hill here. Try my best not to huff and puff into the camera, so you don't have to hear me breathing. Whew, it's kind of hard though. It's kind of hard when you're going up a steep hill like that. All right, we got up that. Whew. I think that's the steepest hill that we have to climb. There is another one up here, but I don't think it's quite that steep. hang out with me here to the end. When I get back to the truck, I was just thinking of some comments that I get, and I wanted to give you some ideas about riding. But yeah, about when I do my sign off, I want to talk to you for just a second about options that you have with your bikes. So I'll see you in just a minute back at the truck. All right, folks, we're back here at the truck. I just wanted to go over some of the numbers on our little ride. You know, just getting out and getting on your bike is the main thing. You may not think you have time. It might be cold. You may not have a real good place to ride. But man, if you can just get out and ride, you know, especially talking to you guys, I love doing it. It keeps me company as I ride. I feel like you're right there with me. We actually rode 10 miles. Just that little bit of time that I was talking with you guys, riding around this park a little bit. That's a pretty quick 10 miles. I was actually out for about, probably about 50 minutes because about 6 minutes I was getting my stuff situated while my bike was on. But after all that riding up some of those steep hills at my size, I'm still at 46.5, 47 volts. And that's a little bit less than half of the battery left. So, you know, that's not too bad. Covered a whole lot of ground. All right, guys, I'm back. Just thought I'd come back out here, take another look around. Just a beautiful area. But what I wanted to say was, you know, a lot of people comment, you know, wish we had trails like Lisa and I have here. But, you know, some of my funnest rides have been off the bike trails, on the roads. The road today, just wonderful. You know, if you don't have trails, there are other options. You can go out to a lonely street someplace and ride around. You know, you can go to a local park. You can go to a park and ride around in circles, ride around the track. Just get out, pedal, breathe in this fresh air. If you're lucky enough to live in the mountains like we do, you can breathe in mountain air. But the important thing is just get out and enjoy yourself. I don't care what e-bike you get. I don't care if it's a regular pedal bike. Biking is great. It's quiet. It's different than riding in a car. It's different than walking. You're cruising. You're kind of part of the air. You're part of the surroundings. And it's just a great time. You can get out. You can think. You can see other people enjoying themselves at the overlook like we have behind me. But anyway, thanks again for you guys riding along with me. I had a good time out here today by myself. Wish Lisa could have been here, but one of us has to work, right? So don't forget, for those of you that find these videos interesting, you know, share them with your friends, you know, people that might enjoy seeing some of the scenery, might be interested in getting an electric bike. You can go through my list of videos and you can see a 300-pound guy riding into some of the craziest places that you can imagine, over railroad ties, mud, slop, hills, grass, gravel, pavement, streets, and at my size and weight, you'd be able to do a whole lot more than I would. So until next time, again, I appreciate you guys hanging with me. It's been great. I'm sweating. It's November the 10th, and it is hot out here in the sun. Crazy. I had to take my coat off, and out here in my shirt and shorts. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Until next time, enjoy your day. God bless everyone out there, and we'll see you on the next video.